Hi everyone, it's Marisa from bumblebeeapothecary.com, and today I'm bringing you along for another What We Eat in a Day video. I'll be sharing everything that we're eating today, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. For breakfast today, I'm making sourdough waffles, and then I'm also cooking some all-natural uncured bacon to have alongside those, and then we're also drinking glasses of milk kefir. For people on GAPS, waffles are a little bit harder to make a version that fits with the GAPS diet compared to like pancakes or crepes are very easy to copy in GAPS, but you can still do it. There are some GAPS waffle recipes out there. They have a little bit more ingredients to make them be able to hold together well enough, but it definitely can be done. So we're having sourdough waffles with plenty of grass-fed butter on the waffles, our bacon alongside, and then kefir to drink. To make the sourdough waffles, I use the same exact recipe as I do for my sourdough pancakes. I have a video showing how I make my sourdough pancakes up, and I will link that down below if you want to see that, but it's the same recipe for the sourdough ones. For lunch today, I am having some liver pate. I made a big batch of this yesterday, and so I'm just pulling that out and then having it with some sourdough crackers, some carrot sticks, and some of our homemade kombucha to drink. I have a video on how to make sourdough crackers already up, and I also have a video on how to make this same exact liver pate, and I'll have those linked down below if you'd like to see them. For dinner, I'm making a version of shepherd's pie. I have a lot of versions of this kind of meat pie sort of dish. It's so versatile and can be changed in so many different ways. But today I'm making ground beef with onions, so I'm browning up some ground beef. And if you're interested in amounts, I have 3 pounds of ground beef here that I'm going to make 2 9x13 casseroles with. But of course you can change this to whatever amount that you want to make. So I have 3 pounds of ground beef that I'm browning in some fat. I have a little bit of tallow and some bacon grease, and then I'm adding a little bit of extra butter too, just to make sure I have enough fat in there. And then in some chopped onion. These are onions that we actually just harvested from our garden. And then just adding some salt and pepper, and then letting that all cook. And then I'm also in another pan cooking up some vegetables. I'm starting off with some carrots. Little side note here. This particular burner on our oven does not work correctly. It has only 2 settings, high or off. Really annoying. So the carrots, if I don't watch it really closely, of course, everything on high is gonna burn. So carrots got a little bit too done for my liking, but that's okay. We're still gonna go with it. Hopefully we can get a better kitchen set up here one of these days soon. And then along with the carrots, once they've cooked in some butter for a little while and are soft enough, then I'm going to add some green beans and then also some peas. So as those are all cooking, then I'm going to also start mixing up the topping that I'm going to put on this. So I'm gonna have some riced cauliflower. Now it would be ideal if this cauliflower was not frozen, but I didn't decide exactly what I was going to be making until just a little while ago. So I pulled the riced cauliflower out of the freezer, and then I just made sure it was all broken up so that it wasn't frozen solid or anything, you know, hit it with a rolling pin so that it was pourable, and then put that into a bowl, add some shredded raw cheddar cheese, a little sprinkle of salt, some dried parsley flakes, and a couple eggs, and mix that all together. And then once the meat and vegetables are done cooking, I'm just putting those into my 9x13 glass casserole pans, mixing the meat and vegetables around a bit, and then topping it with my cauliflower cheese mixture. And then I'm going to put those into the oven. I have it on broil. Since the meat and vegetables are already cooked through and are hot at this stage, I'm just going to put it on broil just to cook that topping through, and then I'll just keep an eye on it. When I like how it looks, then I will pull it out and it's ready to serve. We're going to have some pickled beets alongside this, and then I'm also going to heat some chicken meat stock for anybody who is currently having meat stock every single day. So I have several different versions of these that I like to make. I like to change the vegetables around. Sometimes to make it really fast and easy, I'll use some mixed vegetables that you can get that are already cut up, like carrots, peas, green beans already frozen and cut up, and then just cook those. That saves me a little time over having to peel and chop carrots. Sometimes I will do the topping a little bit differently, maybe leave the cheese out. Different ways that you can change it around. And then of course you can add other vegetables too in there to make it different as well, depending on what you have in season and what you like. Okay, and here's one of those real life, like practical how you do things little bits that I wanted to share. So I currently have a goal for myself to eat at least a half a cup of additional animal fat every day. It's one of the very gentle things that I am doing to just support my liver. And so of course I worked up slowly to this way back when, you know, way previous to this, earlier on GAPS. And usually butter is what I will do. So I will try to, as best I can, split it up for, you know, throughout the day for each meal. But I have this amount, which was, I don't know, a little more than a quarter of a cup. So I'm just, what I usually do is I'll just mix it into my meal somehow. So I just have food, you know, the hot casserole is making it start to melt. It'll melt more and it'll mix all in, and then I'll just have lots of extra butter in my food. So just wanted to share that because sometimes that can be a practical question, like, how do I fit that extra fat into my day? So here's one way that I do it. Okay, I hope that you enjoyed coming along for another What We Eat in a Day video. Make sure to let me know what videos you'd like me to do more of. Check out that description box for links to the related videos where I show the full recipes of a lot of these things that I've made today. Also check out that description box for links to free ebooks and other goodies. I have information on things like my coaching membership, Nourished Connection, which is a great place if you want to get some support and community for a Nourishing Traditions or GAPS diet way of living. If you did like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with anybody else who you think would like it, and if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I get out new videos every week on nourishing recipes and natural living. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.